Let's go!
Hey everybody, Coach Scott here today. Today I want to talk to you about the subject of saying no will make you happier. And I've written about this before. And as a coach, many times I fall into the trap of being a people pleaser because I want people to like me and I want people to know that I'm offering them good advice and sound advice. And what I've learned is that not everybody's going to love you. And by the way, not everybody's even going to like you. And so early in my career, what I would do, especially when I was coaching kids and coaching young student athletes, I would always try to say yes to almost everything that I was asked to do. And again, this seems like a good idea, probably particularly when you're trying to make people like you and to make people respect you and know that you're dependable and available when they need you. But what happens is it oftentimes leaves you feeling drained and overwhelmed. And even run down, and that's never a good feeling, and it's never going to allow you to be the best and highest version of yourself. And this is the trap of what I call people pleasing. That's right, people pleasing. And many times the yes is really motivated by the desire for validation. And any external validation that you get will only promote more of that same behavioral pattern. And most of the time, even if somebody validates you on the external part, that may not mean that they accept you from the internal position. So if you find yourself always saying yes out of feelings of guilt and shame and wanting people to like you or wanting to never to say or disappoint anybody, then you're probably allowing the emotion of fear to be your guiding yes. And again, that's never going to be healthy for you because fear should never be the reason that you say yes to somebody. But fear can also lead you to an emotional state called the fear of missing out. You've probably heard me talk about this in some other videos. FOMO, basically FOMO, the fear of missing out. And FOMO is when we convince ourselves that we're going to miss out on an opportunity or an experience or something comes along that we've got to say yes to, but we'll never get it back again. Even if we say no, that will probably end that opportunity forever. And again, even if you say yes right now, this is really a scarcity mentality, and it's really not true. It really doesn't have any merit to it. And I've learned to realize that sometimes the healthiest thing that you can do for yourself is to say no. It's very important for you to say no because in reality, every time that you say yes to something, you are actually saying no to something else. So you have to understand that there's a price to pay. For every yes that you have, there is a price to pay because you're saying no to something else in your life. And that's why it's important to understand what is your reason for saying yes. And so today I want to talk to you about some tips that I think will help guide you as you evaluate what your yes is and what your no is. So number one, accept the fact that you can't please everybody. I don't care who you are, what you do, where you're at, you are not going to please everybody. The second thing is always say yes to your family and friends first. That's right, your true family, your true friends need to get the first yes. Number three, say yes to the things that matter to you most. This is very important that you got to say yes to you first. And number four, don't allow fear to guide your decisions to say yes or no. This is a one-way ticket to being disruptive in your life and a one-way ticket to be discouraged. And finally, number five, say no graciously. When you develop the skill of saying no, and I've had to do this more and more over the years, but what happens is it'll make you honor and appreciate yourself more. And the pain of saying no will always be less and less as you begin to practice this skill. And it's also less than the pain of a yes that leads you to regret. And that's the pain that nobody wants to be in. So understand that saying no sometimes is the best yes to yourself that you can accomplish. So if you've, again, think about long-term, not short-term. There's going to be yeses and nos all throughout your day. But long-term, you need to be thinking about what do I need to be saying yes to? What do I need to be saying no to so that I can reach my goal, be all that I was created to be, and not have the regret that so many people experience. And so until the next video, if you'll do that, I believe and declare that you will be all that you were created to be. God bless you guys. Take care. I'll see you next.